This is Outnumbered. I'm Andrea Tantaros, and here with us today, Harris Faulkner from our sister network, Fox Business's Kennedy. Also from FBN, host of Money with Melissa Francis. Melissa Francis.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yes, everybody.
Why are you excited about that?
Going with the winner.
Brady is ugly? I don't know. Why am I excited about that?
Congratulations, your team won.
Yeah, it was a pretty good
Well, the
thrashing.
NFL's investigating those deflated balls,
yeah.
Senator.
Listen, the
Do you feel deflated by
the
that?
referees touched the. They didn't. It's just another
Haters?
way to go after the
Haters
winner.
gonna hate?
Yeah, haters.
I mean, who
gonna
do you hate more? It's hard to say, Pete Carroll or Bill Belichick.
Listen, they're both great guys. Really, they both have different styles. They have a lot of great guys. They're in the Super Bowl. What
So
are you gonna say
Adderall
about
or
it?
deflating footballs? There's so much to choose from with these.
All right, unfortunately, this isn't Fox Sports. It's Outnumbered, so let's get right to politics.
Yeah, let's go. Love it.
Tonight in prime time, the president will deliver. All right, Senator Brown, our own Bill Hemmer, asked Josh Earnest and challenged him why it's taken the president 7 years to try and address these problems in the middle class. A lot of the factors that play into a middle-class household, healthcare premiums, income, median household income, they've either declined or they've gone up. Premiums have gone up, median income has gone down, more people are out of work or they've quit looking for work. What do you think? Look at this, and I was explaining a lot of the policies that the progressives, which the president is expected to step up to the podium, spike the football, deflated football, much like the Patriots. Sorry, I had to get that in there, Senator. He's going to tack off all the things that he thinks that he's done. Low gas prices, all these things. But you pointed out something very interesting according to a new Fox News poll. That's not the way that people are feeling.
Right. No, exactly. And there is we deliver economic growth, real growth, and people start earning more money, feeling better. They're able to save more. They're seeing the values of their home.
January 2004. And then this is their editorial. Let us repeat. 11's going to choose that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's not surprising. These are the same folks that wanted to keep the message about Obamacare and the fact that you wouldn't be able to keep your doctor and that you wouldn't be able to keep.
For the first time, Senator, terrorism and foreign affairs, but specifically terrorism, has risen to the same level of concern as the U.S. economy. People care about that. But when you talk to people who have read the speech, on background, they say this is not really where the president's going to go. So if you're expecting him to outline a strategy for defeating ISIS, tonight's not the night.
Well, that's unfortunate. He's missing an opportunity to really reassure extensions when they, in fact, have not earned or deserved those extensions. So ISIS is real. There's an opportunity really to send a very, very powerful message. And once again, he's focusing on the divisive rhetoric that we've heard year after year.
Look at the last
Put our
elections.
interests first instead of the political rhetoric and looking at 2016.
Yeah, I think we know, though, he doesn't really care what the public thinks. This is about legacy. So we will be watching this evening. This has some asking if we're seeing conservative women held to a different standard than liberal women. I want to go to you first, Kennedy, on this one. We've seen the left come out with their fangs before with women like Sarah Palin, and I think it's because they find them to be deeply threatening. Joni Ernst, as Senator Brown pointed out earlier, made a lot of history, first woman senator. And
He's betraying his own, East Coast shelter.
You're basically, if you're a Republican female, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Because if they put a white man, or they put a man forward, they say, oh, you don't have any women. You put a woman forward, and they say,
She's
oh.
a sellout.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, any kind of
Sellout to her
name
own
calling,
gender.
I just think is tacky. And the fact that Senator Ernst has a huge moment. We saw that picture pop up. Maybe we can put it back. This is her rehearsing earlier today. Getting ready for this big moment. And Republicans have. I want to talk about the pressure that's on Senator Ernst, how her message should be focused, because, we'll all get the embargo.
I saw
But
him.
we can't stop joking about it.
I saw
so there you
Marco
go.
that day at the gym. I said, make sure you hydrate. And now we
Senator,
joke about it.
how hard is it to
Modifying the response.
must be.
Why would
Everybody's already in that room, so it would be odd for people to get up and leave and say, hey, we're going to go next door now for the big rebuttal.
But think about this as a response. Why wouldn't the RNC put Joni Ernst in a stadium full of people, middle-class families?
Yeah.
Why not do that
Yeah.
and have her in some energized?
I hope they're listening.
Well, maybe.
The Tea Party response tonight also airs after the GOP rebuttal. We've seen this now a couple of times after this, and that will be given by Florida Congressman Kurt Clausen, just FYI.
Yeah.
All right. Well, ISIS militants are now threatening to kill 2 Japanese hostages.
I want to go to you first because you've got fast.
In the league, they lost last year to a team 103-12.
Sounds like Harvard.
They're ranked 13,769th in the nation.
More to it than the
Yeah,
Ross.
you're asking if they were chest bumping and high-fiving.
The score.
I'm really torn on this one because I do agree it's sending a bad message. I mean, these other
What is
kids
the
should
bad
go home.
message?
It's that everybody gets a trophy, that feelings are more important than actually winning. And sometimes in life, winning's the important thing. I mean, here's an example. If you worked for a news channel, let's say, oh, I don't know, that was #1 in cable news for over a decade, what are you supposed to do? Start making crappy programming so other networks can catch up? I'm just asking. What are you supposed to do? Not rate so high so everyone can feel good? I mean, is this what we're going to start to do in our daily lives?
And by the way, by the time if your team gets above 5 goals, if it's 5-0, you're supposed to pull the strongest players, and you're supposed to tell the girls this competition.
And very quickly, you can give other kids the opportunity to play as well.
To both teams.
I have to tell you, if there is some sort of an electronic,
$24?
yeah, if you can't afford, that's what I'm saying.
I am cheap.
Dial it back.
Repeat. I am cheap. Repeat.
Up when you say you're not going to, which costs the host extra money. You know, someone who drives
She looks like that. Is
Melissa.
there's a special.
And women have canceled the day of, you know who you are.
I was sick. Come on.
Not
I was
you.
sick.
Wasn't
I
you.
was
Was it you?
No excuse.
vomiting, Andrea.
Was it
Come
you?
on.
And it wasn't a Chardonnay. She was vomiting from a bug.
Common
Okay,
courtesy to let
that's
the
right,
people
Senator
know
Brown.
that you're not coming on the one hand, but on the other hand, you're going to take them to court. How about just picking up the phone and say, listen, we spent a ton of money. Can you help out?
Well, that's the thing.
No, simple,
Some of them didn't
just
even call. I had
communication.
to call them and say, hey, are you coming? It's today. Oh, I can't make it.
Well, why don't you sue them?
Yes. That would
I'm not
make it really
litigious.
comfortable in the green room over there.
Yeah, you
definitely.
guys are hilarious. Senator, it's been great to have you back. Good
And
luck.
Vince Wilfork.
You know what? If they win,
hero.
at least Pete Carroll loses, so I'll give you that. And we're staying right here for Outnumbered Overtime on the web, foxnews.com/outnumbered. Click the OT tab. Back on TV tomorrow at noon Eastern. Happening now starts right now.